This conference will
uh,
now be recorded.
Okay, okay, no problem, sir, no problem. So, can you able to see my screen now?
yeah, I can see.
So, coming to my side, myself, Rajendra, I am also basis in Asana Consultant. I've got 9 years experience in SAP basis and 4 years in HANA. I'm delivering this online lectures from last 4 years. Okay, I already
Okay.
completed 40 batches in basis and 20 batches in HANA also. Online only on I take only online batches. Previously, I
Mm-hmm.
used to take offline batches 3 years back. But
Mm-hmm.
the offline batches means we're just wasting our time. Like traveling is the most big concern in offline.
Okay.
If you would like to deliver one lecture for 1.5 hours, we need to travel for 3 hours for that lecture. Then I
Okay.
decided to go with online. Now, no problem. I'm getting students from throughout the world. No issue with that. Okay. So no.
Okay.
Now we'll start the demo of HANA. The next 45 to 50 minutes, I'll share my experience with HANA. Okay, what experience I have got and what all things we are going to cover in this next if you take admission. So what all topics we are going to cover. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all this we are going to cover in next 45 minutes. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Now first of all we see what is HANA. What is HANA means it is a high performance. It is a high performance analytical appliance, as you know. It
Okay,
is
yeah.
a high performance analytical appliance and it has got many features which keep this database number one regarding all. We have got many databases like we have got Oracle, Sybase, SQL, DB2 and MaxDB. All these database we have and 95% companies are working on this database only. Now only people are decided to go with SAP HANA. And by 2022-23 there will be no word called basis only because everybody became a HANA consultant only. The future of basis is HANA only. Future of basis because every company that already SAP suggests every company if they are in Oracle just moved on from Oracle because we are going to stop support of Oracle. Previously they decided 2020 to stop support of Oracle. Now they are trying to increase some time frame like 2 3 years or 4 years. The deadline is 2025. Okay. After that, no support for Oracle. Okay. Because of the competition of Oracle, they made this HANA database. Why HANA came into picture? Why HANA came into picture? Because SAP is running from in the market from 1992. If you know, okay. As a base
Yeah.
customer, you know they launched this.
Yeah.
They launched the first release in 1992, 6th of June. Okay, no problem. And they have spread their business in more than 180 countries. They have
Okay.
got business in 180 countries. Now what happened? Now what happened? They always getting some problems, some customers. First, they say customer take OLTP system. They'll take. Then customer started complaining, sir, data is not coming, report is not analyzing this. We have got this problem, that problem. We change hardware, we change RAM, we change CPU, then also problem. Then they say customer take OLEP system, मतलब BW system, BI systems, all those systems. Then they sell all those systems also. People buy also on base of SAP. They okay, oh, okay, we'll go to OLAP. Then they transfer data from OLTP to OLAP and start developing reports. But one day, now what happened? The data is so much huge for the holder companies. They have got millions of records in single table. Like you take table called Mara table, BSEC table, like all FI tables have got. If you have a company with 3,000 plus SAP users and your business is running from last 10 years on SAP basis, ECC6, then if you are working with a FI module because all companies are having FI modules, then data would be reaching some millions of records in single tables. So it's very hard to fetch data. Even basic consultant also saying we are not doing, we are just consultant, we are not gods, like they're telling last time these words. We are not going to do anything because it's a system problem to talk with SAP. We are not, because we did everything. We ran queries, we did indexing, this, that, then also we are not able to get a record which you want. You will get report, but not in time. It takes time. Like for example, in a table called BSEG, as an example, BSEG, you have got 5 billion records. You have got 5 billion records, and a manager call you and sell basis. I need a help from you. Okay, what happened? We ask you, sir, you take BSEC table and run one query, put one report, and with the help of sit with some function consultant and tell him to write a program to fetch top 10 vendors of our business. Then you tell, sir, table has got 5 billion records, so it takes time. He said, no problem, sir, take your time and do it. Then you meet with the Abapus and tell him, take this table and run a query, write a program which fetch the records, do proper indexing, do everything, because there are 5 billion records. Put a background job. So he did everything. He put a background job also. After 1 hour he came to you, he comes to you and tells you, sir, I have written a program. This is a program name, this is a job name. We will schedule in background. Then see what happened. Then run this job. You know how much time it will take? For how much time it will take? It takes more than 5 hours to fetch the records. It takes more than 5 to 6 hours. Even you have a latest new hardware also, because the Oracle database reads in sequential fashion. Oracle is in sequential. It reads all 5 billion records one by one, one by one, one by one. And if his system has got 3-4 CPUs, also 4 CPUs, then at a time only one CPU will work. Remaining CPU sitting idle. You go and see ST06, your one CPU using 80%, second is using only 6.7%, third also using 6.7%. But the mechanism is not proper. But in HANA, what happened? Whenever you fire any query, if you do query of 1 million records and if you have 10 CPUs, the query divided into subchunks to 10 CPUs, all processes started working, and you will get your report in millions of nanoseconds. Okay.
Mhm.
So after what happened, you will get report. But it takes 5 hours. It takes 5 hours, and you send mail to your manager. Okay, these are the 5 vendors we have got, and this is the report. Then again the meeting happens. Ki, sir, our database has huge records. No. We need to change this. We need to change this. You suggest them, sir. I did everything. Not possible from my side. I have done everything from my side. This is the last what I can do for you. By listening these all complaints, by listening all these complaints, SAP decided to develop a new database with in-memory database. Now they know they have to invest crores of rupees to take HANA, but people are ready because they want reports everything in fraction of seconds. They need everything in fraction. They need reports on the fingertips. They need reports on the fingertips, because if some vendor asks, what is the stock you have got, he is not going to wait for you. If you tell, sir, I will give you quotation after 5 hours, he finds some other vendor, he finds some other supplier. If you tell, say, sir, this is a stock I available within fraction of seconds, he may order you also. At that time, you can make crores of rupees also. For this reason, people are taking interest in HANA system because of this reason only. And SAP know if they want to keep their business alive, because they
Mhm.
sold OLTP systems, they sold OLAP systems. Now there is no option to them to what on daily basis tell to customers. Now they develop a database in in-memory database with multi-core CPU, multi-core CPUs. The CPU which are designed for HANA, these are specially designed only for HANA. Okay.
Mhm.
Now you see what features you have got in HANA? Which keep which made HANA number one all the time. It has got first one is capacity of in-memory database. Second, columnar storage. And third one is massive parallel processing. These are the three features. These are the only three features which keep HANA always number one, because no other database having this kind of features. No other database having this kind of features. You may work with OLAP systems, OLTP systems, but HANA worked as OLATP systems. मतलब for the whole day it's using for transactional things, and in night time it will ask for analyzing things, the OLAP and OLTP. मतलब you can do all works which you require in HANA system itself. Okay. Now you will see what
Okay.
is in-memory database. Now we will see what is in-memory database. In simple manner, the simple definition for in-memory database is the database which resides in memory called as in-memory database. The database which resides in memory called as in-memory database. Now we will see some examples. We will take old ERPs. Old database like Oracle. How people works in Oracle. This is the end user. Okay. Who always require a query from the server. You always questioning the server, I need this, I need that, no issue. So what we have got in servers, we have got enough RAM, and we have got a hard drive where we store our data, where we store our actual live data, hard disk, and we have CPU for processing the data.
Okay.
Processing data. What happened when user fired any query? I need these things. Okay, the query directly goes to the RAM. Query go to the RAM, and RAM reads, yeah, user needs these things. Now what RAM does? Okay, I just want to go to hard drive and fetch all these records for the user. It go to hard drive and started fetching all those records from the particular table, because there are four tables. Is collect all records, and when it collect all those records, now all those in raw fashion, not in proper fashion, then it give to CPU for processing the data. What CPU does, it properly processes, it properly calculates, it properly index, and make a good format. Make a good format, and in turn, when CPU is ready to deliver, it delivers to RAM. Okay, Baba, this is the records you are asking, and I have done all these things. And in turn, CPU, what CPU does is tell users, sir, these are the records which you are asking, take your records. It will take a big cycle. User to RAM, RAM to hard drive to CPU, CPU to RAM, and again user RAM to CPU. But user doesn't know all these things. He wants his answer. Even if it's a small query, it takes a fraction of seconds only, but it does all these things in background because you're in a latest hardware, latest CPUs. So the query takes only 1 minute, maximum 1 minute, but it in background it was all these things. Then only you're able to get your query which you are asked for. Okay, in older database like Oracle, DB2, Sybase, anything. But now when you move on to HANA, when we move on to HANA, the things are slightly getting changed. Things are slightly getting changed for HANA database. In HANA database, what happened? In HANA, what happened? There is no hard drive layer. The main thing is there is no hard drive layer in HANA. We have only RAM, which works as a hard drive also. Whether it works as application server also, it RAM also and because it has got all data in memory itself. So it will work as a RAM and hard disk. The data get in hard disk only. And what it does, it totally eliminate one process, two processes it eliminate. And it has got CPU. It has got CPU also. And when user puts any query, user okay, when user put any query to RAM, user could query for 1 lakh records. Okay, no problem. RAM sees and data also there only. So it immediately fetch the records and send it to CPU. Send it to CPU. It's immediately send it to CPU processing. And what is this? What are the CPUs? CPUs are specially designed with cache memory. CPUs are specially designed with cache memory. It means in each CPU they have got 8 cores, 16 cores, even 64 CPUs also we have. If you find a query, the query is divided into sub-chunks. Sub-chunks means if you have got 10 CPUs and 1 lakh record, each CPU, each core will take 10,000 records and process it immediately. Process immediately and give it back to a hard drive, the RAM, and in turn RAM give it back to the user. Sorry, is give it back to the user. If here it takes 5 hours, here it will complete in less than 10 minutes. Here, whole process it takes is 5 hours, and in HANA the same process will take less than 10 minutes. That much difference is there in HANA database and the older databases because of this CPUs and RAM. RAMs and CPUs are specially designed for HANA. So in next sessions, we are going to see all these things how it works. Now we will see. Now we have seen in-memory database. Now we will going to see what is columnar database. Columnar data. This is the second feature, columnar data. So, in in older databases, everything is read in row fashion. Now data is reading in columnar data fashion. Columnar data fashion, records are getting read. So for this purpose, I would like to draw one small table. This is for row fashion. I'll just take examples of name. I'll take date of birth. I would like to take designation, and I would like to take location, and I will take his salary. Salary. Now I'll take examples of Mr. Bob. His date of birth would be 01/06/1995. Okay, is a manager. Is a manager, and his location is Hyderabad. He's working in Hyderabad. Okay, and his salary is like 67K. Okay, pum. And you take some other username. You will take Tom. 1/10/1990. He is a HR manager. His work location is Mumbai. It is earning 80K per month. Okay. I'll take one more. Jack. Is a SAP manager. He works in Delhi. The salary would be 100K, like this. So you have got a table. You have got table with 10,000 records. You have got table with 10,000 records, and you fired a query. We need all users within Delhi region. We need all users within Delhi regions, and it should be a manager, and his date of birth should be more than 85, and his salary is more than 90,000. So which is feasible? We are feasible only with Jack. But what this database does, it reads all your 10,000 records one by one, because always always it checks name, no name. Now it says date of birth. If it found manager with 2 lakhs, 2 lakh salary, but born in 84, left it. Born in 83, left it. Born in 86, take it. If it's a manager, take. If it is HR manager, don't take. SA manager, only take. Like, all these indexing queries are building inside only, because you write a lengthy query. You write a lengthy query. You had to sustain all records by before pitching a record. So it will, what it does, what it does sequential reading. It does sequential reading of all records. Okay. Then it found Jack. It found Jack and some more records. Records in that 10,000 records. Okay, but it takes some more time. It takes some more time, because Jack we have, and some 4 or 5 members are there. It takes 5. It show you after 15-20 minutes. Shows the five people who are born before 84 and who are SAP managers and working location in Delhi, and salary is more than 80,000. All criteria should be fulfilled. So it will do. It takes time, but it does. It takes time, but it does. But what happened with HANA? What happened with HANA? Now HANA working with OL, the columnar storage I said. Now I will say how columnar storage works. So again we need to draw a small diagram here. Here the name, here the date of birth, here the resignation, and here the location, and here the salary. Okay, name you take Bond, same name. You take Tom, you take Jack. Date of birth would be 01, 06, 195, 01, 010, 1990, and 09, 010, 1989. Designation is a manager. He is also HR manager, and he is a SAP manager. Location Hyderabad, Mumbai, Delhi. And the 67K, 80K, and is a 100K. Like this, it will do. Now, when you find a query, in place of HANA, what it does is it scan entire column. It scans entire columns. It reads record like this. It reads record in this fashion. Okay, again from here, again one row is complete. It will go to drastically to another column like this, up and down, down and up. And it select the records eventually. It again go up and down, then again go up like this. It scans whole columns. And fetch the record whichever required, which saves a time. Instead of going one by one, it scans entire table, collect the record which he required, collect the records which we ordered to him. So by this you can say the columnar storage is much faster than row storage. The study says HANA is 3600 times faster than older databases. Okay? The study says HANA is 3600 times faster than the older databases. You can say the HANA is 1 lakh times faster than older databases. You can say this also. It's a 1 lakh times faster than older databases. Now we cover two things. Now we'll see the massive parallel processing. Now we'll see what is massive.
One question here. The storage, it reads the complete column date of birth, designation, location, salary said, right? The same
Yeah.
it will go with the second one, or it will randomly go on fetching data. Like it should read the next complete column, then the third one, like that, or how it is?
Like that, yeah. First will one column, the second column, third column, fourth column, up to down, down to up to down, down to up. In this manner it goes. Like electricity, how it goes, electricity how pass up to down to up to down to up. Like this waves. It's not wasting a single nanosecond also. If it is down, don't come up. Come down only it scans. It take the records and keep assigned temporary table. It take the record, keep in temporary tables. User birth dates, 84 birth dates, take 84 birth dates are aside. SAP manager, take SAP manager aside. Salary 80,000, take aside. Like it will scan entire column in single shot.
Mhm.
So
But
that
but
for
here,
the reason,
yeah, here you said it will scan the first column, then the next
hmm,
column should go from the beginning or from the end. Actually,
from
here
the
like
down, from the down, from the down.
so like 67K, like that. Hyderabad manager, like that.
Yeah.
The second column, right?
Second column, yeah.
Then
Yeah,
third one again starts from Tom and date of birth, manager, Mumbai, like that.
yeah.
Okay. In between, if it finds the data, then
It finds the data, keep aside the data. It keep data aside. It's keep,
mhm.
see, what is this designation 84? It checks all 84s and keep aside. It's keep all records with salary 80,000, keep aside. It's keep all manage aside. And after that indexing, give it to the CPU. Okay, but these are things I've received. You just give it to user immediately.
Okay.
Matlab, it scans entire table in one shot. Whether it go horizontally or vertically, but it
Mhm.
scans entire table in one shot.
Okay.
It don't go, it doesn't go single column. It entire whole, it scans whole columns in a single shot.
Okay.
Okay. Now you will see what is massive parallel processing.
Mhm.
What is massive parallel processing? The name only suggests it's in here we have we are working with the CPUs over here because we have CPUs, we have CPU with multiple cores. I'll give a great example for this. We have got one CPU. For example, we have got 8 cores of CPU. We have got CPU with the 8 cores. Okay, these are the
Mhm.
cores. Whenever I find the query for 80,000 records, then all these cores will come into action. Each will divided the whole query into sub chunks.
Mhm.
Whenever you find a query, the query divided into multiple chunks depending upon number of CPUs you have. Okay, but in SAP what happened? In R3 what happened? When you have 4 CPUs, only one CPU is active always.
Mhm.
It shows key 60% used, 70% used. If you see another CPU, it shows only 4% being used, 3% being used. But Hana, if you see all CPUs, they all are using more than 40-50% always because the specially designed CPUs. So I'll give a good example for this. Then you come to know how this works. Okay.
Mhm.
Acha, this is my 5 stories building. This is my building. This is my own building. It's showing 5 stories, and I've got some function in my family. That I decided to paint the whole building for that good some festival or some function, some marriage, anything. No, no, don't know. But you have decided to paint the old building, and what you decided? I decided to give a contract to some vendor. You decided to give a contract to some vendor. You take some quotations from all over. Then we fix up one vendor. Is a vendor and tell him to paint my building. So he tells you, okay, sir, I'll paint your building. I'll give it to your building on 6th day. He asked why 6th day. Then he said, each floor I'll paint 1 day. Each floor will take 1 day to paint me, or 5 days. 6th day I'll clean everything from top to bottom and give it to you. It will, but the owner says I need it in only on 2nd day I require, because after 3 days I have a festival. If it's possible for you, then see. Otherwise, I'll take some vendor. Then what vendor answered, okay sir, no problem. I deploy 5 people. Give me some advance money. I deploy 5 people. Each person will go and paint each floor by evening. By evening we will all completed their works, will come down and we clean it and give it to you same evening itself. So what theory affects here? Multiple core theory affects here. In older CPU, in older things, in older what happened, only one CPU getting work, it will take more time. But in HANA what happened, all CPUs, like only one painter works means he works 1 day, he works 1 day, he works 1 day, take 5 days. But if you put 5 people and tell them that by evening it has to over, they paint whole building, and by evening they hand over the keys to the owner. But this is the multi-processing technique. In HANA also, when this new CPU arrived with the HANA, the multi-core processing and the query divided into subsets is started doing from HANA itself. So we can say HANA, we can easily say HANA work as OLTP and OLAP systems. So we call HANA as OLATP systems. We call HANA as a OLATP systems. We can enter transactions also whenever you require. If you don't want to enter transactions, you can use it as analytic purpose also. You can use both uses. Now we will see one more thing. We will see one more thing. We will see the SLT part. Do you know what SLT?
Yeah, system.
Sidecar scenario.
Yeah,
Sidecar
replication.
scenario. Yeah. Sidecars. I'll just give a brief idea of sidecar scenarios. Okay, when we start lectures, we'll go in depth for each topic. Okay.
Mhm.
So we can call it as SLT also. We can call it as SLT, System Landscape Transformation. We can call it as System Landscape Transformation. So in this, what happened? See, when HANA came into market, it's totally new for all vendors, all supplier, all company people. They are just frightened by leasing this cost only. Yeah, how much we need to, this much we need to pay, this much we need to pay. Nobody is ready to pay. Nobody wants because they have already invested crores of rupees in their old hardware. They are not ready to change their hardware and take a new hardware because HANA is not supported on the old hardware. They need to take a new hardware, and that too from licensed vendors. SAP suggests some licensed vendors. If you want to work with HANA, take hardware from them only. If you take that, then only you will be in guarantee. And outside market, you are not getting hardware anywhere for HANA. You have to take it from licensed vendors assigned by SAP. So by seeing that nobody is come forward to take the things from the SAP. Then what SAP decided? SAP tells her we will install system at your place. We will install SAP takes 100 customers throughout the India or throughout the world. It takes some thousands of customers. The example, take India, take top 100 customers, and they'll key our people come and they will install system at your place. Then you work for the whole month in both your system, and you will transfer data in the evening. That the work which you have done for the whole day will move each and every data in HANA system. You run your report on your old system. We run a report on our HANA system. Then you will see the difference. When people are when people agree for that, the SAP installed their hardware and started to make configuration of SLT and all. SLT means it transfer data from legacy system to HANA system. It transfer data from legacy system is old ERP systems to new HANA system. And at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the evening, when work is finished, they move, transfer data, and they ask basis concern some other consultant to put run a job for the whole day. They run a job and these also run a job. So when people seeing the reports, they are just mesmerized. They are not can't believe that, because if you take 2 hours, the HANA company 3 minutes only. If you take 4 hours, HANA company 6 minutes only. Like that, then people started believing. People started believing it's a very good tool for reporting purpose, for OLED purpose, and OLED. First of all, SAP introduced only HANA. Then they introduced S4 HANA. First of all, they introduced only HANA database. HANA database is useful for SLTs. Now I'll draw a small diagram for the SLT kind of thing. This is my ECC ABAP system. Okay. And this is my database, Oracle. And this is my non-SAP system. This is my non-SAP system. Now the SLT came into scenario. Why SLT? We use SLT to transfer data from here to there. Now we have to install a middleware called SLT. In SLT also we have different kinds. We'll take only two examples. Now our target is HANA. Now we have target is HANA box. Our target is HANA box. HANA box, and this is the inbuilt feature of HANA SDA, Smart Data Access. It's the SDA, Smart Data Access. And this is the SLT system. And this is the BODS. This is the BODS. Now what happened? What happened? This is my old systems. These are SLTs and these are HANA boxes. For SLT, SLT is a free of cost. It's a online. It's the online transfer of data. If you install SAP, if you want to install SAP at your place, you just want to add one single thing. How your system act as a SLT system means you have to install add-on called DIMS on top of network systems. You install simple network system. On network system, you install add-on called DIMS. Then from that time, it will act as a SLT server, SLT system. Okay, no need. Just take a simple server, install simple VM, install NetWeaver box, and install this DMIS add-on. After that, your system act as a SLT. In SLT, what happened? See, if you change anything in your source system, effect will come automatically to HANA system. Here, this will connect with RFCs. This will connect with RFCs, and this will connected with connectors. These two will connected with connectors. ODBC and JDBC connectors, it will connect. Here with the RFC, it will with the connector. Here it will take from ABAP, the SLT will take things in ABAP language and it's done, it's do in, first before sending it convert into SQL system because HANA understand only SQL language and ECC understand only ABAP language. So SLT is done is except in ABAP language and give it in SQL language. This is the main feature of SLT and it's the online and it's a free of cost. The main feature is it's a free of cost, no need to pay any licensing cost, and you can do all online transactions easily. But it will not allow for large transactions. If you have 5 lakh records, 10 lakh records, not possible with SLT. It will maximum transfer 5,000 records, 10,000 records at a time. But the company who are doing a business from last 10, 15 years, they have got data. Always they have got data like 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs records. For the purpose, they need to purchase licenses for BODS.
Mhm.
It is what is this? This is an ETL tool. ETL tool runs in background. Runs in background, processing background. What is BODS? ETL. What ETL stands for? ETL stands for ETL.
Extraction trans.
Extraction, transformation is do extraction, transformation, loading. What is extraction? Extract data from legacy system. What is transformation? Transformation plays a vital role. Plays a vital role like all calculation part done here. Matlab, you want to do any cosmetic work on that addition, deletion, multiplication, everything is done in transformation. Transformation means change value to new value. Change value to new value, then load. SLT, ETL means extraction the things from old system, transfer, design things and transfer things, then load into the server which you require. So why BODS require? It's work in massive transactions, it's in large transactions. But you need to purchase license first for it. Then also people are buying BODS only instead of SLT. SLT is useful for only small organizations. But big organization always require a BODS because they have got huge data on hourly basis, not on daily basis, hourly basis. But BODS acquired by SAP, BODS acquired by SAP in 2008. Previously it was called BODS. Now they changed the name is, now they give new name to is SAP DS, SAP Data Services. Okay. Now no more BODS. Now they give name as a SAP DS, which has its name is SAP Data Services, and it is a licensing cost you need to pay and buy, and you can work with whatever things you want. And what is this SDA commit scenario? What is this SDA? SDA means
Here one
smart.
question like instead of BODS, like instead of SLT, we can go with BODS, or in SLT itself we have BODS.
No. SLT is different thing. If you have less data, a new business, SLT will work. But if you have a huge business, huge data every hour, you need all new reports every hour, every day. So you need to go with BODS by paying licensing cost.
Okay, in that case SLT will not come into picture, right?
No. Either you go with SLT, either you go with BODS.
Okay.
For introduction purpose, for starting purpose, they will give SLT, install your system, and you use it for 1 month. When you feel okay, now you can go with BODS. Then only you go and order BODS. Then it will give you the BODS things, licensing things to you. Then you log in with BODS with licensing. And what is SDA? SDA means Smart Data Access.
Mhm.
Smart Data Access. The name only itself is a smart data access. Smart data access plays a vital role in SAP in saving memory. In point of saving memory, it plays a vital role because it's a inbuilt functionality of SAP HANA. Because in HANA, you need to pay always what you need to pay. You need to pay always the memory which you use, not the users. In ECC, we need to pay licensing cost of user base, but in HANA, we need to pay cost on license use base. Okay. So 1 TB, 2 TB, 3 TB. You should take, see the disadvantages. If you are using 1 TB only, pay for 1 TB. Don't go for 2 TB. Otherwise, you have to pay whole money for 1 year instead without using. What people do, they take 1 TB, then they reach 1 TB, they take 500 more MB. When we reach 500 MB, then take 5 more 100 MB. Like that, they'll do. Okay. But if they're no keen, then in 1 year they will reach to 3 TB, then they order 2.5 TB, and last 3 quarter they order for remaining 500 GB. But what does SDA do? SDA collect records from non-SAP system. SDA fetching records from SDA fetches record from non-SAP system like Hadoop system, big data system. If you want the VB system, portal systems, if you want to fetch data, it will fetch data into HANA box. Okay, if data is 500 MB, 1 GB, 2 GB, 10 GB, 15 GB, it will extract, but it is not going to save anywhere. It won't save the data anywhere. You just keep all data in temporary table and give it to the modeler. Modeler design the things and take a output, and after that you delete the things. After that you delete the things. Instead of saving, you continue to delete the things. What Smart Data Access does, it fetch data from non-SAP systems and give it to SAP. Then SAP HANA, in turn, the modeler will work on the template tables and taking a final reports and printouts, show it to the management. If they approve, then immediately they delete the whole structure of this what SDA. So this concept saves your memory on daily basis.
It's
If you this
directly
concept,
from non-SAP to HANA, right? In between that SLT VOD is nothing will come into picture, right?
no, nothing. SDM is smart data access. Is that smart data access is access data from the name only suggests it is for accessing data. From where accessing?
Okay.
Accessing from non-SAP systems. Because
So
many
for this
people,
also
big
license cost is there, like BODS?
no, no, SDA comes with HANA box only.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
It's an add-on. When you install SAP, you will see SDA also. It's an inbuilt feature of HANA because people know they are not if they want to fetch something from non-SAP system and daily they want to keep data, so your 10 TB also not get full in 2 3 years only. So SDA what it does daily it saves 1 TB, 500 GB, 600 GB data it shares per month. SDA. But you will get reports. You will get reports. You will do fancy works report, show the reports and delete entire tables. Delete means your memory, whole memory will get released. Your for this SDA purpose only, complete take 500 MB specially. 500 MB specially. 1 TB take some big company 1 TB specially for 500 GB 1 TB they take especially for SDA because SDA they are fluctuating records 1 GB 2 GB 3 GB 10 GB 100 GB. If it is a huge data of 100 GB also they take do the work and by the evening they delete. Matlab they consume 500 GB only for the SDA smart data access. If I
But
go if they are using
why ST they are not go like Oracle and ECC they are not going with STA because of ABAP language or how it is?
not like that, sir. See what happened. You have a ABC Limited, you work in Oracle, no problem, good Oracle, and you have a 2 3 legacy systems like Hadoop systems, big data systems, or portal systems. Okay, you're working with this system, but in Oracle it will take 3 hours. On HANA it will take 5 minutes. So non-SAP systems also, you need reports for this also. Not only for these reports, you need these reports also. At that time, you use this SDA concept to extract non-SAP system data. This is only to extract non-SAP system data. Once you extract your non-SAP system data into HANA, do some cosmetic works, take a reports and delete the entire table. Matlab it will
Okay.
save, once you delete, it will release all your memory.
Okay.
It will release all of your memory, it will release, okay? Uma Shankar, I am closing my session here. Okay, you talk to the madam, and
Hmm.
if you would like
But
to
I have
continue
few
lecture,
queries. Can we few queries? Can you have it through phone conference call? Whether Arsha can do that?
give me yeah,
No, no. What
if
are
you
the
have
things you want to
queries,
cover? The syllabus and other things I want to discuss, and duration
syllabus you want
and
to
how you.
see, I'll show you syllabus. I'll show you syllabus right now.
Or you can share the syllabus with Arsha. I can go through it.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
share. I'll share you. I'll show you first of all.
And
I'll share
yeah.
this also. This is syllabus introduction to HANA, the
Mm,
whole architecture of HANA. Okay, landscape of HANA, architecture and landscape, then backup and recovery, the sizing on part of HANA, then HANA installation. In installation, we cover SP10, SP12, 2.0, SP10
mm,
to SP12 we see upgrade, then SP2
mm,
to 2 upgrade, then HANA studio installation and cockpit installation. We'll do all. Okay.
mm,
Then how to start and stop systems, and we'll work with replicate servers. We'll do replicate data provisioning also, and we will
mm,
see here the daily monitoring activities. It's very important.
mm.
Daily monitoring
Yeah.
activities, activities from studio, activities from cockpit, activities from
Mm,
studio, activities from cockpit. Then we work with the licensing.
mm.
Licensing, like there are many kinds,
Performance
two kinds of
performance
license.
tuning also there, no? Comes
Yeah,
under
performance
monitoring
tuning,
perform.
monitoring only. It comes in monitoring tools. Yeah, and
Mm,
this licensing and user administration, how to create users, how to create roles, how to user roles and all. And
mm,
we have a password policy also we can work on. And installation
mm,
of studio and client, okay, upgrade. And we do HANA migration, only theoretical part, no practical. We'll give 2 sessions for migration. Then we'll work on this HANA security, smart data integration, delta
mm,
mesh, and performance tuning. See, performance tuning here. So all these
mm,
things we are going to cover detail in these chapters. Now you tell me if you are joining, if at
mm,
all you join, tell me
mm.
what are the feasible timings, because uh, timing is the most concern with me. That's the problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me
So
timing.
how you take in the weekend, weekdays, or morning or evening? How it is normally?
See what happened. Weekdays, Monday to Friday morning, I'll take one lecture per day. Like I'm also working. Okay, I'm also working, so I
Mm.
take lecture only
So you're
6:30 to
real time working on HANA database itself as a basis,
HANA and basis.
HANA and basis both, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I'll share you my real-time knowledge also. That is the main
Mm,
concern why people are joining me. And
mm,
the timing is morning batch is full. Matlab morning people are there from Monday to
mm,
Saturday. People are there, and they are
mm,
going to free. By this week they are going to free. One
mm,
lecture, one people, one student is going to cover this week, and
mm,
from Monday to Friday, Saturday evening time also free. Only Friday, Saturday is free in the
mm,
evening time. Last night only one student completed HANA course. It's completed
mhm.
HANA course. But if you want to start, we can start weekend batch only on Sunday, on Saturday, first of all. Then my batch, once my morning batch is over, then I'll put into the morning batch, 6:30 to 7:30, say
Mm,
7:45.
mm.
Is it okay with you? If
What time?
timing is
Sorry,
not concerned, morning 6:30 to 7:45, otherwise 6 to 7:15. 1.5 hour lecture I'll take morning.
Saturday and Sunday. Okay. And weekdays is not possible, right?
No
And
Saturday,
evening.
weekdays. Weekdays. Now, at present, I'm giving you only slots for Saturday, Sunday.
Uh-huh.
Saturday, Sunday. Once my one batch is going to cover in 10 days, my morning batches are going to cover, then I'll put
Uh-huh.
you in morning batch if you want. 6:30 to 7:45, I'll put you. That will take
6:30
3 days a week. 6:30 to 7:45, 3 days a week I'll take. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, morning.
Monday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And it's for how many hours? Total hours you are covering?
Total hours means I'll take total 18 to 20 lectures. And each lecture is of 1.5 hour, 1 hour 15 minutes. But
Uh,
as soon as I complete topic, you have to do 2 3 hours practical on that. If you go to
mhm.
offline batches, they'll tell you one batch is for 3 hours. They do 1 hour 1 hour theory, 2 hour practical. But here only practicals we are doing. You have to do practice at your own 2 hours, 3 hours. But you will get server from day one.
Okay. And the course material, anything is there?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you
You
have
will
any
get
course?
you get books like HANA books only. You will get
Mhm,
the books HANA 100, 200, 240 will get.
Hmm.
Each book sizing like 600 pages, HANA
Hmm.
100, HANA 200, HANA 240, all books you will get, and you will get some questions also. After completion of course, you will get some 300-400 questions also for preparing
Hmm.
interviews for certification. We will help you in
Hmm.
that also. Okay,
Okay, and access will be there continuously, right? This
throughout the course
hands-on,
only. Yeah, throughout the
but
course.
throughout the course, not after the course, right?
You have to talk to madam for after the course.
Okay, okay, that is fine. Okay, slot you can just I'll mention that slot, but I thought of joining in the evening batch, but morning you said no, morning our meetings will get
Evening what
over
time?
by
Evening what time?
evening after 7
Evening.
it's fine. After
No,
7.
no. I'm coming home at 8 o'clock. See, I am having batch 9
Hmm,
to 10 and 10 to 11. Already having batches. Both ladies are from
hmm,
Germany. Okay, they are from German, and
hmm.
their course is going to complete. The 9 o'clock batch is going to complete in next Friday. It will get completed. Only 6 lectures are remaining for her. So if you
Hmm.
want, after 2 weeks, I'll give you that 9 to 10. If you want, after 2 weeks.
9 to 10, that is only 1 hour. Instead of 1.5 hour, you'll give only 1 hour, right?
Yeah, but I'll give 3 to 4 days a week. If you want 1.5 hour, I'll give nine to 10:30. No problem. Weekly 3 days. Though timing
Hmm,
is no problem with me. I'll come by 8 o'clock home by office
hmm.
from office. Then I'll take a 15 minutes take rest and I'll start lecture. No issue with that. So if you want, time
Yeah,
is no problem. If you are ready with timings, flexible timings, I are
hmm.
always welcome.
Yeah, it's fine. Only thing I should complete before 10 because 10 again our meeting starts 10 to 11 every day US meeting. So that is the reason. Before 10 is fine.
Yeah,
Because
no
Saturday
problem.
means
Na.
Saturday Sunday means what is the best way like go with Saturday Sunday class and practice the whole week or weekdays go to the class practice on weekend. Which one is you feel better? Because
Actually,
depending
sir,
on the
we
topic
say,
you have to practice, right? Because if you don't have time to practice, so like only theory means like I should have
no,
practice
no,
also for that particular time.
you have to practice, sir. Otherwise, your money will be wasted.
Yeah, that is the reason I need some time before, and I don't want completing the entire theory then only practical. So I'll forget the earlier one without practicing. So I need some time to practice. So how what is the best way? I mean,
Best way means no, because see, every lecture you have 1 day gap you have, na? Like if you take weekdays also Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you have
hmm,
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday to practice. If you take weekend, Saturday, Sunday, then you have all week for practice.
okay,
If
okay.
you want Saturday, Sunday, then also
Hmm,
I'll give you Saturday, Sunday slot. But early in the morning, I'll give it to you, no issue. But you enroll
hmm,
yourself first. If you are interested, enroll. Then we will
hmm.
discuss the timings, no issue. Okay?
Okay, okay, okay. Got it. Okay, but
Chal,
I need
bye.
some real time experience also and in depth of database. So that is the main thing I'm looking for. Okay, in depth of this ANA database. So how will
Yeah, sir, you
you
will get
cover?
the knowledge which I have, I'll share you. No issue with that. The
Yeah,
knowledge
and
which I
are you
have,
covering anything on S4 HANA, BW4 HANA, anything on that or only database?
S4 HANA, I'll take one lecture, theory lecture.
Mm-hmm.
So difference between HANA and S4 HANA,
And
only one lecture
BW4,
on that.
yeah,
No
BW4
BW4.
HANA.
No
Okay,
BW4 HANA. Okay. Chal, bye. I have
okay,
another lecture. Okay. Chal, bye. Huh?
okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye.